Hi, Mech Warriors. Well, before I get into my campaign gameplay video here, where I'm going to go through some of the dialogue and story of the game, I just wanted to show that I got this awesome Warhammer here, Warhammer-6RB. It's a rare Warhammer, uh, and I've been really wanting to get a new mech since I've had my Centurion for the first, I guess, quarter of the first campaign missions, but this is a much more well-rounded mech, I'd say. It's like a loadout here. I mean, right now. I have a previous save loaded, but I upgraded it. This is what the default is for it: PPCs, medium lasers, small lasers, SRM 6 plus Artemis 5, and a machine gun. There's a wider view of what's in there. So you got all these double heat sinks. So I mean, they're the same tonnage, but give you twice the amount, pretty much the twice amount of the heat dissipation, I guess. And so I mean, the whole thing is I've been kind of looking at some different loadouts, and I really would prefer to take the PPCs out and switch them with some type of large lasers, but I'll show that later. The kind of loadout that I want to set up for it is one where you can basically, like the Centurion, still fire it from a long range, but then when you can draw it in with medium range and small range weapons too. So no matter what range you're at, you can do some good amount of damage. So I'm going to show you how I like to set that up. So right now we're going to continue on the story. I'm getting pretty close to confronting Black Inferno in the first part of the campaign story here, so we're going to start to talk by FAHAD here.
Hey, mate, these bleeding Mechs are going to put me in an early grave. Fix one bloody thing and something else goes to shit. Of course, it doesn't help you pilots treat them like you're in some kind of demolition derby or something. You know the phrase, cost an arm and a leg? It was made for you mech jokes. No worries though, eh? Fahad will fix them up good as new. Nothing better to do, eh? All right, that's me, mate. Rough day, what can I say? Best go on and let me get back to work. But no worries, Commander. They'll be better than you when I'm done with them. You have my word.
Yep, so I mean, there we have, I don't know if I've pretty much showed these before. I got my crab. This is also a rare crab mech here. This is rare. I also found this is Blackjack. It's an okay mech. I kind of like the look of it. And here's my good old Centurion that I've been using. Always nice to have those center lasers right there. And this is, oh wait, well you see, like, I have him in another bay right now. I traded off the Griffin for a new mission that I was on. So I mean, he's in here right now. I'll eventually get to show what kind of weapons I had loaded to him, but it's going to take about 77 days. But that's about the distance of the mission that I have to head to anyway, so it'll be pretty soon. And space travel can take a long time. That's basically about 2 months or so.
Commander, I've got great news. Having identified the pattern that Black Inferno have been leaving in their wake, I've been able, with the help of Spears, to track some of their movements. We're trying to home in on their base of operations. For the moment, we don't have all the pieces of the puzzle, but I think it's only a matter of time now.
That's great.
Spears has been working closely with me on this. He just sent this transmission. Take a listen.
RYANA,
Using the information you sent me and by correlating the refugee movements we've been tracking, I ordered my intelligence people to start focusing their efforts on a very specific region of space. I was hoping to pinpoint Inferno activity in as close to real time as possible. My gamble paid off. It appears that Inferno forces recently seized a refinery from a private consortium and are using the fuel reserves to help power their operations. Commander, this refinery represents a high-value target. By attacking it, you can deliver Inferno the first blow of many on your way to dismantling their operation and getting revenge for your father's death. I have no doubt that's been your plan since the day Inferno struck Cavalier Base. I'll help in any way I can. I've started by sending you the coordinates to the planet where the refinery is located, along with what little intel I was able to gather. It's not much, but enough so you won't have to go in completely blind. Good hunting, Commander. I'll be in touch.
I've already added the coordinates into the nav system and put together a briefing from the intel Spears provided. Once you get us to that system, Commander, we can send them to hell, where they belong.
Amen to that.
All right, so let's get going to that system. I think I already have everything ready to go. I got all my mechs on repair mode, so they'll be ready by the time we get there, and this one will be pretty close to being ready. Warhammers, looking forward to use that thing. Okay, so here we go. Okay, and here we are with the main quest. Major RYANA Campo. Alright, Commander, there's a civilian settlement on the way to the refinery. Spears wants us to protect it from Inferno forces, and he has an interest in safeguarding it. For whatever reason, he was willing to pay us for our efforts. Our second primary objective is the refinery's fuel storage depots. There are 3 of them. We blow those up, and we help starve Inferno of the fuel that they obviously need. The way in the refinery itself is fortified. Once you get past the initial defenses and gain entry, expect stiff opposition. They won't let you go. They won't let you go for their prize without fight. So watch your back and good luck. And I'm just seeing like how like I had my previous lance and my Centaurian and all my setup. I think this would have been a pretty rough mission if I didn't have the Warhammer at this point. So so here we are, and that basically I'm out on the star map here, and it shows you this icon right here. Footfall is where we're heading, and that's about 62 days, just about the amount of time it takes for my Warhammer to be ready. So here we go. And I have 15 more days, and we'll just get that done, I guess. So, here it is, the loadout that I have for the for the Warhammer. We have 2 small pulse lasers, tier 3, which give them a boost. 2 small chemical lasers, and these ones I'm thinking of trading out for some medium pulse lasers, possibly. I don't know if I like having force small pulse lasers, so yeah, I might trade these out for medium. These machine guns, I was lucky enough to find some tier 3 machine guns, so that's a little extra damage. I kept it least 4 of the double heat sinks. Large lasers, short burst. So those were replacing the PPCs. So those have about 675 meters at 7 damage, 5 tons each. So together 14 damage at 675 meters. The LRM-10's like basically the same as what I had on my Centaurian, but I also have LRM-10 Streak Artemis 5 that I'm thinking about trading in there if I could find the ammo for it, and that might make it just a little bit more powerful. And then the major difference is also I upped the armor a lot, so it's at 430 now, and that's about 70, about a little over 75 or so extra armor on it than it was before. So especially the center torso. The center torso I have boosted up pretty much, except for the head and the legs too. So the legs and the center torso I pretty much gave that extra armor to. And I mean, you can see it kind of changed the look of the arms a little bit when I put the cool thing about MechWarrior 5 is just like you have the different looks of the chassis when you change the weapons and stuff. So instead of that big long like PPC looking rifle thing, it kind of switches it with something different. So yeah, that's basically it, and I'll get ready to get onto the mission.